नमस्कार। सूरज सिंह, फरीदाबाद, भारत। कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया, भारत का संविधान, इसके बारे में मैं पहले बात कर चुका हूँ, कंटिन्यूसली कर रहा हूँ, क्योंकि संविधान बड़ा है, एक बार में पूरी बात नहीं हो सकती है, बार बार आना पड़ता है इस बात को समझाने के लिए कि हम क्या जानते हैं अपने बारे में, अपने देश के बारे में, अपने संविधान के बारे में। बहुत आवश्यक है ये जानना। ये संविधान कोई मजाक नहीं है, संविधान कोई नावल नहीं है, संविधान कोई कहानी नहीं है, कोई फिल्म नहीं है, कोई हंसी मजाक नहीं है। एक बहुत सीरियस इशू है जो सीरियसली ही लेना होगा, तभी हमको इसकी वैल्यू समझ आएगी, तभी हम समझेंगे कि हम किस देश में रह रहे हैं और किस तरह रह रहे हैं, हमारे ऊपर कौन है जो राज कर रहा है। ये बात समझना बहुत जरूरी है। हम समझते हैं कि हमारे ऊपर राज प्रधानमंत्री कर रहा है, या हमारे ऊपर राज राष्ट्रपति कर रहा है, या हमारे ऊपर राज पार्लियामेंट कर रही है, या हमारे ऊपर राज कौन कर रहा है। एक बहुत बड़ा मिक्सअप, बहुत बड़ा कंफ्यूजन, आम आदमी को समझ नहीं आने वाला, तो बहुत जरूरी है समझना। इसीलिए मैं बार बार आप लोगों के पास आ रहा हूँ और ये बात कर रहा हूँ कि आखिर ऐसा क्या है जो पब्लिक समझती नहीं है और समझना चाहिए। और वास्तव में वो लोग जो इस देश के युवा हैं, युवती हैं, 18 साल से लेकर 30-35 साल तक के हैं, जिन्होंने जिंदगी में कदम रखा है अभी जिंदगी चलाने के लिए, लेकिन जिंदगी की वास्तविकता को जानते नहीं है, उससे अनजान है। वो सिर्फ जीना जानते हैं, खाना पीना जानते हैं, रहना जानते हैं, मजा लेना चाहते हैं जिंदगी में। पूरी पढ़ाई उन्होंने की है, लेकिन पढ़ाई का मतलब समझा है, परंतु जॉब के लिए और जीने के लिए इतना ही वो जानते हैं। ऐसे युवा युवतियों के लिए खासतौर से मैंने वास्तविक रूप में सोचा कि कुछ समझा दिया जाए, क्योंकि जब मैं युवा था तो मेरे को टाइम मिला था इन चीज़ों को समझने के लिए, मेरे को इंटरेस्ट था किताब पढ़ने के लिए। उस टाइम तो किताबें पढ़ी जाती थी, क्योंकि उस टाइम ना आपका कंप्यूटर होता था, ना कोई मोबाइल होता था, ना कुछ और होता था, खाली आपको पढ़ के खरीद के किताबें पढ़ के पढ़नी होती थी। और अगर आपको मिल जाती थी तो उस समय होता था, पढ़ सकते थे, क्योंकि किताब पढ़ना भी जरूरी होता था ज़िंदगी में, जो आज शायद इतना नहीं रह गया है, क्योंकि लोग किताब पढ़ने में इंटरेस्ट नहीं रखते हैं। लोग सुने सुनाई बातों में इंटरेस्ट रखते हैं, या ऑनलाइन जो पढ़ते हैं उसमें गलत हो सही हो उसकी पहचान के बिना वो पढ़ लेते हैं, गलत इन्फॉर्मेशन भी ले लेते हैं, और सही इन्फॉर्मेशन तो मिलती ही है। ये देखना पड़ता है कि आपका इंटरेस्ट किस चीज़ में है, आपका चाव किस चीज़ में। अगर आप चाहते हैं कुछ नॉलेज गेन करना, ज्ञान विज्ञान की, कुछ समाज की, क्योंकि ये भी सामाजिक ज्ञान में आता है, सोशल साइंस में आता है, एक तरह से सिविक्स में आता है कि हमारा देश चल कैसे रहा है, दूसरे देश चल कैसे रहे हैं, ये सब बातें जानना बहुत जरूरी होता है। इट इज इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर ईच एंड एवरी वन ऑफ अस टू अंडरस्टैंड वेयर वी आर लिविंग इन, विच कंट्री वी आर स्टेइंग इन, व्हाट इज अबाउट आवर कंट्री, हाउ वी आर बीइंग रूल्ड, हु इज रूलिंग अस, वी आर कंफ्यूज, पार्लियामेंट रूलिंग अस, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ दिस कंट्री रूलिंग अस, or president is ruling us, who is ruling us, who is there to rule us. This is a very big question mark, and we have to understand it analytically and with emphasis. We have to see this clearly. We must have clear concept about this issue, because if we don't have clear concept, we'll miss something, and we miss something, we'll lose something. We cannot depend upon our own. We have to depend upon reliable source, and the sources are constitution, the sources are other information, the sources are statute, and those sources are, we have to understand each source and reliable, from reliable information we have to extract knowledge, and that is very significant, particularly for those who are youth, you boys and girls who are 18 to 30, 35. It's very important for them to understand what we are doing, because this is, since there doesn't mean you do not learn anything in college and university because you are a student of science, or you are students of medical or engineering or somewhere else where these subjects are taught properly, they are students. You have no need of college. You don't need any college or university professor tell you about what's this. Your own, because you are not going to study mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology, algebra, trigonometry somewhere else for this subject. For understanding a small topic, this is not even a subject. I can call it a topic, only a chapter you may call it. Your country is being ruled, you are being ruled. Who is ruling you? Prime Minister is not ruling you, President is not ruling you. Who is ruling is a very important understanding of the subject. Who understands? How can you understand? You cannot understand. But Constitution is there, a document which is legal. One is a self-governed document, which is a self-controlled document. You yourself, and as a public, you constituted it. You are responsible for production of document, enactment of the document, and recognition of that document. And the document is not simple. It's not simply a document. It's a law. It's a spirit of your future, a spirit of your present, a spirit of what you have to do, a spirit of all coming in generation. Until this Constitution stays in force, it's for everybody to make future, to use this document for personal liberty, for personal gains, personal progress, progress of society, progress of nation, and progress of whatever you are. In Bharat, this is India. It's not Hindustan. First, you have to be clear, because if you go to Article 1.1 of this Constitution, that is name of this country. There are two names. One is Bharat, and one is India. Bharat is in Hindi, or you can say our own language, and India, which was given by British. These two names are existing there. No other names are existing. First, you have to be clear about the. Not only you have to be clear. Every citizen of this country, every leader of this country, every person lead this country must be clear. If you cannot speak Bharat, I condemn that politician whosoever may be. I don't care maybe from which party. I don't recognize parties next to the constitution. The constitution, there is no specification, no description in a political party. There is no description in such thing. Only description is constitution. We people of this country and people of this country have defined how this constitution has been made and on what principles. Preambles clearly state what principles are there. Means everybody is equal. Everybody is liberal. Everybody is pursuing economic justice. Everybody is social justice. Everybody must follow secularism. Everybody is democratic and everybody is republic and everybody is, so you can say, socialist and everybody is equal rights, respect for caste, creed, religion, or whatever. This is what everybody has to avail because this large section of the society, about 85% people in the society, long back, for long back, could not get all these facilities and privileges which a 15% or 10% people got it usefully. Just I'm talking about those who themselves call Mool Nivasi, so ST, OBC, ST, SC, ST, OBC, and those on the minorities people, they were deprived of their rights in past centuries before because of so many reasons. Reasons not necessarily defined again and again. Read them, but it's a very significant to at least surprise yourself what those were. And those were that many people migrated to this country from outside of this country. For example, people came more than 2,500 back or 2,000 years back from Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, Kurdistan, and a long belt of that. And those people who converted to hundreds from their own religion at the time, so millions or whatever religions they at that time, the Muslim religion, Islam, but they came from Iraq, for example, they came from maybe from Iran and they came from Afghanistan, and they came from Kurd belt and from Turkey, and these people were not actually Muslims. They had a different color, same thing as, and they fall off here. And maybe they've had some knowledge about language or speaking. That's why they read all books and they converted themselves to educated people and consider others illiterate people like others as CST and other classes or more who constitute the original standard of this country, original birth of this country. They were considered secondary citizens. They themselves rule this country. Gradually, they reached the top of the line. We are rulers of this country. And unfortunately, other people, 85% generation, people, they adopted them. And this was unfortunate for each and everyone. And that is why this constitution of getting slavery from these Spanish and then from Mughals and then from British, we got liberty, and that liberty is delivered as a fruit, and that's for the efforts of this Congress people and those people who led this country for freedom with a constitution of this country, which is a document that gives us our future. It doesn't relate to any religion, doesn't relate to sex, but it gives a document which is our spiritual document, which is our mental document, which is our creativity document. Documents must be applied properly to each and every citizen of this country. But unfortunately, we could not understand the contents in these documents, and it just relied upon what people used to say, political people used to say, what courts used to say. Everybody of us, we people of this country, own this document, own this country according to the constitution of this country. We can change this, we can modify this because it is our production. There is no article that allows referendum on anything because parliament is there. Parliament is decided for us. There is one institution, parliament, another institution, executive, another institution, judiciary. These three are main, but there are some institutions like there are so many. For example, there are so many institutions related to specialities and which we have established by operation of delegated you can say delegated legislatures. For example, there are many institutions in engineering, council of medical, for example, and institution of engineers, for example. There is another one, you can say chartered accountant institution, and then company secretary. These are like, you can say, self-rule institution, autonomous basis, and of course government control is there to some extent. But these are called sub institutions, and these are prime factors. For example, CAG is there, and you can say there are so many other election commission. Of course, they are, you can say, they are established by constitution, but of course they are not independent pillars. They are pillars a part of other pillars. What I'm saying is, we must understand our country, that we know that we are Bharat, we are India, but we have to understand our root. We have to understand from where this tree Bharat has come out in this legal state system. This is a legal system. This legal system is not independent system for every system. Of course, there is judiciary, which is an isolated one. Has nothing to do with executive, and nothing to do with your legislature. But there is a defined lining that there can be no encroachment by executive on judiciary, and judiciary on encroachment on other institutions. Judiciary is an independent one, nothing to do with other institutions. But legislature and executive are interdependent, because legislature is number one in executive is so junior to that. Executive is supposed duty is duty bound to account to legislature, and this is what procedure law, because parliament is supreme for each and every purpose. Parliament has to decide everything by enactment of laws, by enactment of regulations, and whatever else. So parliament is of course supreme, but in parliament there are systemized structure. There's systemized structure that's called Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, and institution of president of this country. So Lok Sabha plus Rajya Sabha plus a president equal parliament, and parliament reports to super parliament. That's not defined in constitution, but that is defined in preambles of we people of this country, and we people of this country is super parliament of this country. Whatever we people want, they send to parliament as Lok Sabha members, their representatives from each constituency. This is root or of our constitution, that we appoint, we elect, we approve one representative from each constituency out of 540 or something, whatever it is, to our House of People, that is Lok Sabha. And I, on an average, 22 lakh voters appoint one representative for purpose of Lok Sabha, on an average. So what I'm saying, we have to understand all these points. If you don't understand these points, we are left like innocent person who knows nothing, who knows no argumented basis, who is not aspired in knowledge, and that is what's happened. 95% of youth, I'm sure, do not have knowledge, skills about brief or preliminary knowledge of constitution, which is really a detrimental state of this affair, non-interest taking state of this affairs. Why do we not have any interest in this? This is a question mark, and I cannot answer this. Only youth can answer this, and I have talked to many youth, and they take it easily, lightly. Oh no, it's not very serious issue. Why should we worry about this? What should I bother about this? Let us see. My job is more important than anything else. My money is more important than something else. My other acts of life, for example, watching comment, watching cricket, or watching videos, or entertainment issues, they are more important in your country, and that is really drastic thinking. That's really detrimental thinking, harmful thinking for this country. We don't have any time for our country. We can just shout something and leave it. We can just support some political party and leave it. And these issues are not that much. Political parties are not those who people who have to make this country. It is people of this country who have to make them. I don't care for what political parties, because there's no limit of political parties. Political parties like private shops, like companies, they are under People's Representative Act, and they are representative. They send representative, but it's not mandatory that they have to send. You can yourself contest elections. There is no limit in constitution. Everybody has right to become MP of Lok Sabha. Everybody has right to become MLA, etc. And you can be one day elected as a prime minister based on your supports. And that's what it is. We have to understand this very well, extremely well. And I am sure if youth take some interest in this, this country can change. It is youth only that can this change this country. No one else, no leader can change this country, because all leaders are, you can say, gossiping, making. When some leader like Prime Minister says that whatever I spoke in election rallies, that has nothing to do after for that for future, because post elections there is no meaning of these talks, there's no meaning of these promises. If a Prime Minister level person can say like this, it's kind of, I told you all, whatever I told all lies, don't believe them. It means that it corresponds to that. If Prime Minister says whatever I spoke to you during election rallies, those points and those supports and those, you can say, promises have got nothing to do with actual implementation post election. What does this statement mean? Do you understand that? Do you have any construction of this interpretation? If you can interpret, there's a fine. If you cannot interpret, there is nothing to answer. If Prime Minister says, I got no meaning, I did not mean this, what I was said in election meetings, election rallies, which means he lied. He's not saying, let's say I lied, but he lied. He lied to public. He accepted that. If the leader like Prime Minister lies to public, how can public believe that Prime Minister? How can public believe that politician? It's a question mark. Big question mark remains unanswered till now. If we cannot trust Prime Minister, there is no one left in this country who can be trusted politically. You can say Opposition parties only speak nonsense, but the Prime Minister is speaking super nonsense. What right he got to say this? I don't understand. Who is he to say that I spoke something in election meeting and that has got nothing to do with this? This is completely criminal act. If you think if I'm judge, I will say you talk wrong, you talk false, you talk negative. You have no right to be in seat, but nobody can raise this question in this country because whatever Prime Minister says is God's words, is Bible, is Ramayana, is you can say Quran. That is what people consider the patthar pe lakeer hai. What to do with that? I don't understand this type of contention delivered by Prime Minister of this country. Exclusively, this Prime Minister of this country can would speak like this. No other can say. And in past times ago, there are no Prime Minister spoke as such. Because when I was younger, Indira Gandhi was there, other Prime Minister were there. Everyone used to say Prime Minister words. Each words spoken by Prime Minister got many meaning, and journalists have to interpret what meaning it carried. But now there is no career of analysis of Prime Minister says. Prime Minister says people investigate he says right or not. This is unfortunate. If Prime Minister says something in any meeting and particularly in every official meeting, your rally, if he says something, people investigate whether or not Prime Minister was right or was false. This is really very bad situation, very dark situation. If Prime Minister is not trusted, who can be trusted? That is really a considerable point. This is really negativism. This is really darkness we are leading to. We cannot trust our Prime Minister. And again, Prime Minister is back to power. Unfortunately, by hook or by crook or by EVM looting or whatever, there are so many reasons for his coming back. By money gain, 60,000 rupees were spent in election in 2000 to Lok Sabha, out of which 27,000 crores were spent by BJP alone. Just imagine 60,000 crores to be spent in election 2019 of Lok Sabha and 27,000 around, you can say nearly 50% or 48% contributed as expenditure by BJP itself. From where this money come? Nobody knows from where it came. Who gave this money? All by donations, secret donations, and must be for industries only. If industries pay money as donations to this extent to one party, what shall they expect in return? It's a good question. If he spends 27,000 means they must have gotten this money from industries, and these industries will make 10 times of that during 5 years, and that is where corruption lies in, that is where loot lies in. Why only BJP is getting this money? There's a question. BJP is getting this money because BJP is in power, and they will return this money very easily because they are in power. They can give them any concession, any ex gratia, anything directly or indirectly, and they shall get them back. This is what is there. Loot, and Prime Minister does that. It's really drastic. It is really killing soul of people. People must understand who is good Prime Minister, who is bad Prime Minister, who is good leader, who is bad leader. If you cannot think this, no one can think in this country. If educated people cannot think, poor cannot think because poor is busy only in making food, making a living. His concern is daily, his tension is daily how to make money, how to earn money just for living, for next food, and then for next food, and then for next morning, and then for next morning. It continues like that. He may think to get job in Manrega, he may think he will just get somewhere else, or he will end back. And that is what is happening. Means why crimes are increasing? Because of these crimes are increasing. So we have to understand where do we stand, and that's very important. Well, I was just moving on last time on issue of constitution articles, and I read certain articles to some extent, and then translated them into Hindi through official paper. So I will again go to that and say we are our article 77 is conduct of government business. Now this is an article. It says in one, all executive action of Government of India shall be expressed to be taken in name of President. Okay. Then two, orders and other instruments made and executed in name of President shall be authenticated in such manner as may be specified in rules to be made by President, and validity of an order or instrument which is so authenticated shall not be called in question on ground that it is not an order or instrument made or executed by President. 3. President shall make rules for more convenient transactions of business of Government of India and for allocation among ministers of said business. This is Article 77. So we just go we just browse this in Hindi and see what it says in Hindi, and it says in Hindi, सरकारी कार्य का संचालन 77(1)(1) भारत सरकार को समस्त कार्यपालिका कार्यवाही राष्ट्रपति के नाम से की हुई कही जाएगी। राष्ट्रपति के नाम से किए गए और निष्पादित आदेशों और अन्य लिखतों को ऐसी रीति से अधिप्रमाणित किया जाएगा जो राष्ट्रपति द्वारा बनाए जाने वाले नियमों में विनिर्दिष्ट की जाए, और इस प्रकार अधिप्रमाणित आदेश और लिखत को विधि मान्यता इस आधार पर प्रसंगत नहीं की जाएगी कि वह राष्ट्रपति द्वारा किया गया था या निष्पादित आदेश या लिखित नहीं। 3. राष्ट्रपति भारत सरकार का कार्य अधिक सुविधापूर्वक किए जाने के लिए और मंत्रियों में उक्त कार्य के आवंटन के लिए नियम बनाएगा। 77. Article 77. 78. It shall be duty of Prime Minister. Let us say what duty. A. To communicate to President all decisions of Council of Ministers relating to administration of affairs of Union and proposals for legislation. B. To furnish such information relating to administration of affairs of Union and proposal for legislation as President may call for. And C. If President so requires, to submit for consideration of Council of Ministers any matter on which a decision has been taken by a minister but which has not been considered by Council. It is 78. 78. प्रधानमंत्री का यह कर्तव्य होगा कि वह चाहे संघ के कार्यकलाप की प्रशासन संबंधी और विधान विषयक प्रस्थापनाओं संबंधी मंत्रिपरिषद के सभी विनिश्चय राष्ट्रपति को संसूचित करे। संघ के कार्यकलाप के प्रशासन संबंधी और विधान विषयक प्रस्थापनाओं संबंधी जो जानकारी राष्ट्रपति मांगे वह दे, और किसी विषय को यदि किसी विषय को जिस पर किसी मंत्री ने विनिश्चय किया दिया है किंतु मंत्री परिषद के विचार नहीं किया है, राष्ट्रपति द्वारा अपेक्षा के जाने पर परिषद के समक्ष विचार के लिए रखे। Okay, let's go to 79 is Parliament. Now Parliament starts. 79 is part of Parliament General. There shall be a Parliament for Union which shall consist of President and two houses, to be known respectively as Council of States and House of People. This is Article 79. Council of State shall consist of 12 members to be nominated by President in accordance with provisions of Clause 3, and be not more than 238 representatives of states and of union territories. 2. Allocation of seats in Council of States to be filled by representatives of states and of union territories shall be in accordance with provisions in that behalf contained in 4th schedule. 3. Members to be nominated by President under subclause A of Clause 1 shall consist of persons having special knowledge or practical experience in respect of such matters as following, namely literature, science, art, and social service. 4. Representatives of each state in Council of States shall be elected by elected members of Legislative Assembly of state in accordance with system of proportional representation by means of single transferable vote. Fifth, representative of union territories in Council of State shall be chosen in such manner as Parliament may by law prescribe. So this is Article 80. So let's go to Article 80 in Hindi. Article 80. Yes, this is Article 80. Got it? Right? राष्ट्रपति द्वारा खंड 3 के उपबंधों के अनुसार नाम निर्देशित किए जाने वाले 12 सदस्य और राज्यों के और संघ राज्य क्षेत्रों के 238 से अधिक प्रतिनिधि से मिलकर बनेगी। जैसे राज्यसभा राज्यसभा में राज्यों के और संघ राज्य क्षेत्रों के प्रतिनिधियों द्वारा भरे जाने वाले स्थानों का आवंटन चौथी अनुसूची में इस निम्नलिखित अंतर्राष्ट्रीय उपबंधों के अनुसार होगा। 3, राष्ट्रपति द्वारा खंड 1 के उपखंड के अधीन नाम निर्देशित किए जाने वाले सदस्य ऐसे व्यक्ति होंगे जिन्हें निम्नलिखित विषयों के संबंध में विषय ज्ञान या व्यवहारिक अनुभव है, अर्थात साहित्य, विज्ञान, कला और समाज सेवा। राज्यसभा में प्रत्येक राज्य के प्रतिनिधियों का निर्वाचन उस राज्य की विधानसभा के निर्वाचित सदस्य द्वारा आनुपातिक प्रतिनिधित्व पद्धति के अनुसार एकल संक्रमणीय मत द्वारा किया जाएगा। राज्यसभा में संघ राज्य क्षेत्रों के प्रतिनिधि ऐसी रीति से चुने जाएंगे जो संसद विधि द्वारा विहित करे। अनुच्छेद 331 आर्टिकल 81 आर्टिकल 81। हाँ जी, 81 पे हम जा रहे हैं। 81 and this is one subject to provisions of Article 33. House of People shall consist of House of People Lok Sabha. House of People shall consist of not more than 513 members. It's an old one. Now it's more than whatever specified number chosen by direct election from territorial constituencies in states and not more than 20 members to represent union territories chosen in such manner as Parliament may by law provide. For purpose of subclause A, clause 1A, there shall be allotted to each state a number of seats in House of People in such manner that ratio between that number and population of the state is so far as practicable, same for all states. B. Each state shall be divided into territorial constituencies in such manner that ratio between the population of each constituency and number of seats allotted to it is so far as practicable, same throughout state, provided that provisions of subclause A of this clause shall not be applicable for purpose of allotment of seats in House of People to any state so long as population of that state does not exceed 6 million. In this article, this is 3. Expression population means population as ascertained at last preceding census of which relevant figures have been published, provided that reference in this clause to last preceding census of which relevant figures to have been published shall until relevant figures for first census takes effect year have been published be construed. For purpose of subclause of clause 2 and of provisions to that clause as a reference to 1971 census, for purpose of subclause of clause 2 as a reference to this census. 81. We talk in Hindi in 81. It is here. 81. Yes. अनुच्छेद टाइटल लोकसभा की संरचना अनुच्छेद 331 के उपबंधों के अधीन रहते हुए लोकसभा राज्यों में प्रादेशिक निर्वाचन क्षेत्र से प्रत्यक्ष निर्वाचन द्वारा चुने गए 530 से अधिक सदस्य और संघ राज्य क्षेत्रों का प्रतिनिधित्व करने के लिए ऐसी रीति से जो सांसद विधि द्वारा उपबंधित करे चुने हुए 20 से अधिक सदस्य से मिलकर बनेगी। खंड 2 खंड 1 के उपखंड के प्रयोजन के लिए प्रत्येक राज्य को लोकसभा में स्थान का आवंटन ऐसी रीति से किया जाएगा कि स्थानों की संख्या से उस राज्य की जनसंख्या का अनुपात सभी राज्यों के लिए यथासाध्य एक ही हो। प्रत्येक राज्य को प्रादेशिक निर्वाचन क्षेत्रों में ऐसी रीति से विभाजित किया जाएगा कि प्रत्येक निर्वाचन क्षेत्र के जनसंख्या का उसको आवंटित स्थानों की संख्या से अनुपात समस्त राज्य में यथा एक ही हो। परंतु इस खंड के उपखंड के उपबंध किसी राज्य के लोकसभा में स्थानों के आवंटन के प्रयोजन के लिए तब तक लागू नहीं होंगे जब तक उस राज्य की जनसंख्या 60 लाख से अधिक नहीं हो जाती। इस अनुच्छेद की जनसंख्या पद से ऐसी अंतिम पूर्ववर्ती जनगणना में अभी निश्चित की गई जनसंख्या अभिप्रेत है, जिसके सुसंगत आंकड़े प्रकाशित हो गए। परंतु इस खंड में अंतिम पूर्ववर्ती जनगणना के प्रति जिसके सुसंगत आंकड़े प्रकाशित हो गए हैं, निर्देश का जब तक सन 2026 के पश्चात की गई पहली जनगणना के सुसंगत आंकड़े प्रकाशित नहीं हो जाते, यह लगाया जाएगा कि खंड 1 खंड 2 के उपखंड के और उस खंड के परंतुक के प्रयोजनों के लिए 1971 के जनगणना के प्रति निर्देश है और खंड 2 के उपखंड खैर के प्रयोजनों के लिए 2001 की जनगणना के लिए विपरीत निर्देश है। 82 yes, this is 82 readjustment after each census. Upon completion of each census, allocation of seats in House of People to states and division of each state into territorial constituencies shall be readjusted by such authority and in such manner as Parliament may by law determine, provided that such readjustment shall not affect representation in House of People until dissolution of then existing House, to provide further that such readjustment shall take effect from such date as President may by order specify, and until such readjustment takes effect, any election to House may be held on basis of territorial constituencies existing before such readjustments. Provided also that until relevant figures for first census takes effect year 2026 have been published, it shall not be necessary to readjust. Allocation of seats in House of People to states as readjusted on basis of 1971 census. Division of each state into territorial constituencies as may be readjusted on basis of 2001 census under this article. So 82, let us go into 82 Hindi version. Okay, 82 हिंदी। प्रत्येक जनगणना की समाप्ति पर राज्य को लोकसभा में स्थानों के आवंटन और प्रत्येक राज्य के प्रादेशिक निर्वाचन क्षेत्रों में विभाजन का ऐसा प्राधिकारी द्वारा और ऐसी रीति से पुनः समायोजन किया जाएगा जो संसद विधि द्वारा अवधारित करे। परंतु ऐसे पुनः समायोजन से लोकसभा में प्रतिनिधित्व पर तब तक कोई प्रभाव नहीं पड़ेगा जब तक उस समय विद्यमान लोकसभा का विघटन नहीं हो जाता। परंतु यह और कि एक ऐसा पुनः समायोजन उस तारीख से प्रभावी होने जो राष्ट्रपति आदेश द्वारा विनिर्देशित करे और ऐसे पुनः समायोजन के प्रभावी होने तक लोकसभा के लिए कोई निर्वाचन उन प्रादेशिक निर्वाचन क्षेत्रों के आधार पर हो सकेगा जो ऐसे पुनः समायोजन के पहले विद्यमान हैं। परंतु यह और भी कि जब तक सन 2026 के पश्चात की गई पहली जनगणना के सुसंगत आंकड़े प्रकाशित नहीं हो जाते, तब तक इस अनुच्छेद के अधीन राज्य को लोकसभा में 1971 की जनगणना के आधार पर पुनः समायोजित संस्थानों का आवंटन का और प्रत्येक राज्य के प्रादेशिक निर्वाचन क्षेत्रों में विभाजन का जो 2001 की जनगणना के आधार पर पुनः समायोजित किए जाएं, पुनः समायोजित आवश्यक नहीं होगा। 83 or 83 duration of House of Parliament. 83 Council of State shall not be subject to dissolution, but as nearly as possible, 1/3 of the members thereof shall retire as soon as may be on the expiration of every second year, in accordance with provisions made in that behalf by Parliament by law. 2. House of People, unless sooner dissolved, shall continue for 5 years from date appointed for its first meeting, and no longer, and expiration of said period of 5 years shall operate as a dissolution of House, provided that said period may, while a proclamation of emergency is in operation, be extended by Parliament by law for a period not exceeding 1 year at a time, and not extending in any case beyond a period of 6 months after proclamation has ceased to operate, is Article 83. Article 83 हिंदी, राज्यसभा का विघटन नहीं होगा, किंतु उसके सदस्यों में से यथासंभव निकटतम 1/3 सदस्य संसद द्वारा विधि द्वारा इसे नियमित किए गए उपबंधों के अनुसार प्रत्येक द्वितीय वर्ष को समाप्ति पर यथाशीघ्र निर्मित हो जाएंगे। लोकसभा यदि पहले ही विघटित नहीं कर दी जाती है तो अपने प्रथम अधिवेशन के लिए नियत तारीख से 5 वर्ष तक बनी रहेगी, इससे अधिक नहीं, और 5 वर्ष की उक्त अवधि की समाप्ति का परिणाम लोकसभा का विघटन होगा। परंतु उक्त अवधि को जब आपात की उद्घोषणा प्रवर्तन में है, तब संसद विधि द्वारा ऐसी अवधि के लिए बढ़ा सकेगी, तो एक बार में 1 वर्ष से अधिक नहीं होगी, और उद्घोषणा के प्रवर्तन में न रह जाने के पश्चात उसका विस्तार किसी भी दशा में 6 मास की अवधि से अधिक नहीं होगा। अभी चलते हैं आर्टिकल 84 पर। 84 पानी A person shall not be qualified to be chosen to fill a seat in Parliament unless a citizen of India and makes and subscribes before some person authorized in that behalf by Election Commission an oath or affirmation according to forms set out for purpose or in third schedule. B is in case of a seat in Council of States not less than 30 years of age, and in case of a seat in House of People not less than 25 years of age, and possesses such other qualifications as may be prescribed in that behalf by or under any law made by Parliament. So 84 कोई व्यक्ति संसद के किसी स्थान को भरने के लिए चुने जाने के लिए अहर्ती तभी होगा जब वह भारत का नागरिक है और निर्वाचन आयोग द्वारा इस निमित्त प्राधिकृत किसी व्यक्ति के समक्ष तीसरी अनुसूची में इस प्रयोजन के लिए दिए गए प्रारूप के अनुसार शपथ लेता है या प्रतिज्ञान करता है और उस पर अपने हस्ताक्षर करता है। वह राज्यसभा में स्थान के लिए कम से कम 30 वर्ष की आयु का और लोकसभा में स्थान के लिए कम से कम 25 वर्ष की आयु का है और उसके पास ऐसी अन्य अर्हताएं हैं जो संसद द्वारा बनाई गई किसी विधि द्वारा या उसके अधीन इस निर्मित विहित की जाए 85 आर्टिकल 85 President shall from time to time summon each house of parliament to meet at such time and place as he thinks fit, but 6 months shall not intervene between its last sitting in one session and date appointed for its first sitting in next session. President may from time to time prorogue houses or either house, dissolve house of people. This is 85. राष्ट्रपति समय समय पर संसद के प्रत्येक सदन को ऐसे समय और स्थान पर जो है ठीक समझे अधिवेशन के लिए आहत करेगा, किंतु उसके एक सत्र की अंतिम बैठक और आगामी सत्र की प्रथम बैठक के लिए नियत तारीख के बीच 6 माह का अंतर नहीं होगा। राष्ट्रपति समय समय पर सदनों का या किसी सदन का सत्रावसान कर सकेगा, लोकसभा का विभाजन कर सकेगा। 85 इन हिंदी 85 यस। राष्ट्रपति समय समय पर संसद के प्रत्येक सदन का ऐसे समय और स्थान पर जो वह ठीक समझे अधिवेशन के लिए आहत करेगा, किंतु उसके एक सत्र को अंतिम बैठक और आगामी सत्र की प्रथम बैठक के लिए नियत तारीख के बीच 6 माह का अंतर नहीं होगा। राष्ट्रीय समय समय पर सदनों का या किसी सदन का सत्रावसान कर सकेगा, लोकसभा का विभाजन कर सकेगा। अब आइए 86 President may address either house of parliament or both houses assembled together and for that purpose require attendance of members. President may send messages to either house of parliament whether with respect to a bill then pending in parliament or otherwise, and a house to which any message is so sent shall with all convenient dispatch consider and any matter required by message to be taken into consideration. This is 86. राष्ट्रपति संसद के किसी एक सदन में या एक साथ समवेत दोनों सदनों में अभिभाषण कर सकेगा और इस प्रयोजन के लिए सदस्यों की उपस्थिति की अपेक्षा कर सकेगा। राष्ट्रपति संसद में उस समय लंबित किसी विधेयक के संबंध में संदेश या कोई अन्य संदेश संसद के किसी सदन को भेज सकेगा और जिस सदन की कोई संदेश इस प्रकार भेजा है वह सदन उस संदेश द्वारा विचार करने के लिए अपेक्षित विषय पर सुविधा अनुसार शीघ्रता से विचार करेगा। 87 Special address by President. 87 At commencement of first session after each general election to House of People and at commencement of first session of each year, President shall address both houses of Parliament assembled together and inform Parliament of causes of its summons. Provision shall be made by rules regulating procedure of either house for allotment of time for discussion of matters referred to in such address. 87 in हिंदी। राष्ट्रपति लोकसभा के प्रत्येक साधारण निर्वाचन के पश्चात प्रथम सत्र के आरंभ में और प्रत्येक वर्ष के प्रथम सत्र के आरंभ में एक साथ समवेत संसद के दोनों सदनों में अभिभाषण करेगा और संसद को उसके आह्वान के लिए कारण बताएगा। प्रत्येक सदन की प्रतिमा का विनियमित करने वाले नियमों द्वारा ऐसे अभिभाषण में निर्दिष्ट विषयों की चर्चा के लिए समय नियत करने के लिए उपबंध किया जाएगा। आते हैं 88 पर। 88 Every minister and attorney general of India shall have right to speak in and otherwise to take part in proceedings of either house, any joint sitting of houses and any committee of parliament of which he may be named a member, but shall not by virtues of this article be entitled to vote. 88 प्रत्येक मंत्री और भारत के महान्यायवादी को यह अधिकार होगा कि वह किसी भी सदनों की किसी संयुक्त बैठक में और संसद की किसी समिति में जिसमें उसका नाम सदस्य के रूप में दिया गया है बोले और उसकी कार्यवाहियों में अन्यथा भाग ले, किंतु इस अनुच्छेद के आधार पर यह मत देने का अधिकार नहीं होगा। हाँ जी, 89 Officers of Parliament. Vice President of India shall be ex officio chairman of Council of States. Council of States shall as soon as possible maybe choose a member of council to be deputy chairman thereof, and so often as office of deputy chairman becomes vacant, the council shall choose another member to be deputy chairman thereof. 89 भारत का उपराष्ट्रपति राज्यसभा का पदहीन सभापति होगा। राज्यसभा यथाशक्ति शीघ्र अपने किसी सदस्य को अपना उपसभापति चुनेगी और जब उपसभापति का पद रिक्त होता है तब राज्यसभा किसी अन्य सदस्य को अपना उपसभापति चुनेगी। 90 A member holding office of deputy chairman of Council of States shall vacate his office if he ceases to be a member of council, may at any time by writing under his hand address to chairman resign his office, and may be removed from his office by a resolution of council passed by a majority of all then members of council, provided that no resolution for purpose of clause C shall be moved unless at least 14 days notice has been given of intention to move resolution. 90 in Hindi. राज्यसभा के उपसभापति के रूप में पद धारण करने वाला सदस्य यदि राज्यसभा का सदस्य नहीं रहता है तो अपना पद रिक्त कर देगा। किसी भी समय सभापति को संबोधित अपने हस्ताक्षर सहित लेख द्वारा अपना पद त्याग सकेगा। राज्यसभा के तत्कालीन समस्त सदस्यों के बहुमत से पारित संकल्प द्वारा अपने पद से हटाया जा सकेगा, परंतु खंड ज्ञा के प्रयोजन के लिए कोई संकल्प तब तक नहीं प्रस्तावित नहीं किया जाएगा, कोई संकल्प तब तक प्रस्तावित नहीं किया जाएगा जब तक कि उस संकल्प को प्रस्तावित करने के आशय की कम से कम 14 दिन की सूचना न दी गई है। सो अभी चलते हैं आगे। इट इज 91 आई थिंक, सो इट इज let's go to 91 here. 91 while office of chairman is vacant or during any period when vice president is acting as discharging functions of president, Duty of office shall be performed by deputy chairman. If office of deputy chairman is also vacant, by such member of council of states as president may appoint for purpose. During absence of chairman from any sitting of council of states, deputy chairman, or if he is also absent, such person as may be determined by rules of procedures of council, or if no such person is present, such other person as may be determined by council shall act as chairman. Article 91. In the Article 91. जब सभापति का पद रिक्त है या ऐसी अवधि में जब उपराष्ट्रपति राष्ट्रपति के रूप में कार्य कर रहा है या उसके कर्तव्यों का निर्वहन कर रहा है, तब उपसभापति या यदि उपसभापति या यदि उपसभापति का पद भी रिक्त है तो राज्यसभा का ऐसा सदस्य जिसको राष्ट्रपति इस प्रयोजन के लिए नियुक्त कर सके करे उस पद के कर्तव्यों का पालन करेगा। During absence of chairman from any sitting of council of states, the deputy chairman or if he is also absent, such person as may be determined by rules of procedures of council, or if no such person is present, such other persons as may be determined by council shall act as chairman. I'm now 92. 92. At any sitting of Council of States, while any resolution for removal of Vice President from his office is under consideration, Chairman or while any resolution for removal of Deputy Chairman from his office is under consideration, Deputy Chairman shall not, through his present, propose, reside, and provisions of Clause 2 of Article 91. Article 91 shall apply in relation to every such sitting as they apply to relation to sitting from which chairman or case may be deputy chairman is absent. Chairman shall have right to speak in and otherwise to take part in proceedings of Council of States, while any resolution for removal of Vice President from this office is under consideration in Council, but notwithstanding anything in Article 100, shall not be entitled to vote at all Council resolutions or any other matters during such proceedings. Article 92. Article 92. राज्यसभा की किसी बैठक में जब उपराष्ट्रपति को उसके पद से हटाने का कोई संकल्प विचाराधीन है, तब सभापति या जब सभापति उपसभापति को उसके पद से हटाने का कोई संकल्प विचाराधीन है, तब उपसभापति उपस्थित रहने पर भी पीठासीन नहीं होगा। और अनुच्छेद 51 के खंड 2 के उपबंध ऐसी प्रत्येक बैठक के संबंध में वैसे ही लागू होंगे जैसे वह उस बैठक के संबंध में लागू होते हैं, जिससे यथास्थिति सभापति और उपसभापति अनुपस्थित है। जब उपराष्ट्रपति को उसके पद से हटाने का कोई संकल्प राज्यसभा में विचाराधीन है, तब सभापति को राज्य सभा में बोलने और उसी कार्रवाई में अन्यथा भाग लेने का अधिकार होगा, किंतु वह अनुच्छेद 100 में किसी बात के होते हुए भी ऐसी संकल्प पर या किसी ऐसी कार्रवाई के दौरान किसी अन्य विषय पर मत देने का बिल्कुल अधिकार नहीं होगा। 93 93. House of People shall as soon as may be choose 2 members of House to be respectively Speaker and Deputy Speaker thereof, and so often as officer of Speaker or Deputy Speaker becomes vacant, House shall choose another member to be Speaker or Deputy Speaker as case may be. 94, 93 का प्रोसेस देखने पहले 93 लोकसभा यथाशक्ति यथाशक्ति शीघ्र अपने दो सदस्यों को अपना अध्यक्ष और उपाध्यक्ष चुनेगी और जब जब अध्यक्ष और उपाध्यक्ष का पद रिक्त होगा तब तब लोकसभा किसी अन्य सदस्य को यथास्थिति अध्यक्ष या उपाध्यक्ष चुनेगी। 94 94 94 A member holding office as Speaker or Deputy Speaker of House of People shall vacate his office if he ceases to be a member of House of People. Maybe a time by writing under his hand address if such member is Speaker to Deputy Speaker, and if such a member is Deputy Speaker to Speaker, resign his office and may be removed from his office by a resolution of House of People passed by a majority of all then members of House, provided that no resolution for purpose of Clause C shall be moved unless at least 14 days notice has been given of intention to move resolution. Provide further that whenever House of People is dissolved, Speaker shall not vacate his office until immediately before first meeting of House of People after discussion. 94 94 लोकसभा के अध्यक्ष या उपाध्यक्ष के रूप में पद धारण करने वाला सदस्य यदि लोकसभा का सदस्य नहीं रहता है तो वह अपना पद रिक्त कर देगा। किसी भी समय यदि वह सदस्य अध्यक्ष है तो उपाध्यक्ष को संबोधित, और यदि वह सदस्य उपाध्यक्ष है तो अध्यक्ष को संबोधित अपने हस्ताक्षर सहित लेख द्वारा अपना पद त्याग सकेगा। लोकसभा के तत्कालीन सदस्यों के बहुमत से पारित संकल्प द्वारा अपने पद से हटाया जा सकेगा, परंतु खंड 11 के प्रायोजन के लिए कोई संकल्प तब तक प्रस्तावित नहीं किया जाएगा जब तक कि वह उस संकल्प को प्रस्तावित करने के आशय की कम से कम 14 दिन की सूचना न दे दी गई हो। 9 आ गया 95 भारत का संविधान भाग 5। Six है वही, yes, 96 है। 96(1) At any sitting of House of People, while a resolution for removal of Speaker from his office is under consideration, a Speaker, or while any resolution for removal of Deputy Speaker from his office is under consideration, Deputy Speaker shall not, through his present and provisions of Clause 2 of Article 95 shall apply in relation to any in relation to every such sitting as they apply in relation to sitting from which of the Speaker, or as case may be, Deputy Speaker is absent. Once again I read this because it's clear. 96 I read again. At any sitting of House of People, while any resolution for removal of a Speaker from his office is under consideration, the Speaker, or while any resolution for removal of Deputy Speaker from his office is under consideration, Deputy Speaker shall not, through notice who Deputy Speaker from his office under Constitution, Deputy Speaker shall not, through his present, preside and he provisions of Clause 2 of Article 95 shall apply in relation to every such sitting as they apply in relation to a sitting from which Speaker or case may be Deputy Speaker. Hmm. See, in 96.1, let's see 96.1. And 96.2, a speaker shall have right to speak in and otherwise to take part in proceedings for House of People while any resolution for his removal from office is under consideration in House and shall notwithstanding anything in Article 100 be entitled to vote only in the first instance on such meditation or on other matter during such proceedings had, but not in case of an equality of votes. 60, 96, 96. Here it is. It's there. लोकसभा की किसी बैठक में जब अध्यक्ष को उसके पद से हटाने का संकल्प विचाराधीन है, तब अध्यक्ष या उपाध्यक्ष को उसके पद से हटाने का कोई संकल्प विचाराधीन है, तो उपाध्यक्ष उपस्थित रहने पर भी पीठासीन नहीं रहेगा और अनुच्छेद 95 के खंड 2 के उपबंध ऐसी प्रत्येक बैठक के संबंध में वैसे ही लागू होंगे जैसे कि उस बैठक के संबंध से लागू होते हैं, जिससे यथास्थिति अध्यक्ष या उपस्थित अनुपस्थित है। तो जब अध्यक्ष को उसके पद से हटाने का कोई संकल्प लोकसभा में विचाराधीन है, तब उसको लोकसभा में बोलने और उसकी कार्यवाहियों में अन्यथा भाग लेने का अधिकार होगा और वह अनुच्छेद 100 में किसी बात के होते हुए भी ऐसे संकल्प पर या ऐसी कार्यवाहियों के दौरान किसी अन्य विषय पर प्रथम ही मत देने को हकदार होगा, किंतु मत बराबर होने की दशा में मत देने का हकदार नहीं होगा। 97 there shall be paid to the chairman and deputy chairman of council of states and to speaker and deputy speaker of House of People such salaries and allowances as may be respectively fixed by Parliament by law and until provision in that behalf is so made, such salaries and allowances are as specified in second schedule. Each House of Parliament shall have a separate secretarial staff. नहीं तो 98 था ना, ये रह गया 97 में जाओ ना, yes 97 राज्यसभा के सभापति और उपसभापति को तथा लोकसभा के अध्यक्ष और उपाध्यक्ष को ऐसे वेतन और भत्तों का जो संसद द्वारा नियत करे और जब तक इस निमित्त कि इस प्रकार उत्पन्न नहीं किया जाता है, तब तक ऐसे वेतन और भत्तों का जो दूसरी अनुसूची में विनिविष्ट है संदाय किया जाएगा। 98(1) तो 3 है यहाँ और यहाँ कितने हैं? 98 यहाँ भी 3 है। Yes, there are 3. To was Parliament may by law regulate the recruitment conditional services of persons appointed to secretarial staff of either House of Parliament. Okay, let's see. 98(1) मैंने पढ़ लिया ना, 97 पढ़ लिया, हिंदी में देखते हैं। 97 हिंदी में पढ़ा कि नहीं पढ़ा, 97 शायद रह गया है। राज्यसभा के सभापति और उपसभापति को तथा लोकसभा के अध्यक्ष और उपाध्यक्ष को ऐसे वेतन और भत्तों का जो सांसद विधि द्वारा नियत करे और जब तक इस निमित्त इस प्रकार उपबंध नहीं किया जा सकता है तब तक ऐसा वेतन और भत्तों का जो दूसरे सूची में निश्चित है संसद किया जाएगा। 98 Each House of Parliament shall have a separate secretarial staff, provided that nothing in this clause shall be construed as preventing creation of posts common to both Houses of Parliament. 2. Parliament may by law regulate recruitment and conditions of service of persons appointed to secretarial staff of either House of Parliament until provisions is made by Parliament under Clause 2. President may, after consultation with the Speaker of House of People or Chairman of Council of States, as case may be, make rules regulating recruitment and conditions of services of persons appointed to secretarial staff of House of People or Council of States, and any rules so made shall have effect subject to provisions of any law made under said clause. 98 संसद के प्रत्येक सदन का पृथक सचिव कर्मचारी वर्ग होगा, परंतु इस खंड की किसी बात का यह अर्थ नहीं लगा जाएगा कि वह संसद के दोनों सदनों के लिए सम्मिलित के सदन को निवारित करती है। परंतु इस खंड की किसी बात का यह अर्थ नहीं लगाया जाएगा कि वह संसद के दोनों सदनों के लिए सम्मिलित पदों के सृजन को निवारित करती है। संसद विधि द्वारा संसद के प्रत्येक सदन के सचिवीय कर्मचारी वृंद में भर्ती का और नियुक्त विधियों की सेवा की शर्तों का विनियमन कर सकेंगे। जब तक संसद खंड 2 के अधीन उपबंध नहीं करती है तब तक राष्ट्रपति यथास्थिति लोकसभा के अध्यक्ष या राज्यसभा के सभापति से परामर्श करने के पश्चात लोकसभा के या राज्यसभा के सचिवीय कर्मचारी वर्ग में भर्ती की और नियुक्ति व्यक्तियों की सेवा की शर्तों के विनियमन के लिए नियम बना सकेगा और इस प्रकार बनाए गए नियम और खंड के अधीन बनाई गई किसी विधि के उपबंधों के अधीन रहते हुए प्रभावी होंगे। अब आते हैं 99 Each member of either House of Parliament shall, before taking his seat, make and subscribe before President or some person appointed in their behalf by him an oath or affirmation according to form set out for purpose of in this third schedule. 99 संसद के प्रत्येक सदन का प्रत्येक सदस्य अपना स्थान ग्रहण करने से पहले राष्ट्रपति या उसके द्वारा इस नियुक्त व्यक्ति के समक्ष तीसरी अनुसूची में इस प्रयोजन के लिए दिए गए प्रारूप के अनुसार शपथ लेगा या प्रतिज्ञा करेगा और उस पर अपने हस्ताक्षर करेगा। 100 Let's reach 100. 100. It's long one. 100. Save as otherwise provided in this Constitution, all questions at any sitting of either House or joint sitting of Houses shall be determined by a majority of votes of members present and voting, other than a Speaker or person acting as Chairman or Speaker. Chairman or Speaker or persons acting as such shall not vote in first instance but shall have and exercise a casting vote in case of an equality of votes. Two, either House of Parliament shall have powers to act notwithstanding any vacancy in membership thereof, and any proceedings in Parliament shall be valid notwithstanding that it is discovered subsequently that some person who was not entitled so to do sat or voted or otherwise took part in proceeding. Until Parliament by law otherwise provides quorum to constitute a meeting of either House of Parliament shall be 1/10 of that number of members of House. So this is 99, 100 is 100. If at any time during a meeting of House there is no quorum, it shall be duty of chairman or speaker or person acting as such either to adjourn House or to suspend meeting until there is a quorum. 100. इस संविधान में यथा अन्यथा इस संविधान में यथा अन्यथा उपबंधित के सिवाय प्रत्येक सदन की बैठक में या सदनों की संयुक्त बैठक में सभी प्रश्नों का अवधारण अध्यक्ष को अथवा सभापति या अध्यक्ष के रूप में कार्य करने वाले व्यक्ति को छोड़कर उपस्थित और मत देने वाले सदस्यों के बहुमत से किया जाएगा। सभापति या अध्यक्ष अथवा उस रूप में कार्य करने वाला व्यक्ति प्रथमत मत नहीं देगा, किंतु मत बराबर होने की दशा में उसका निर्णायक मत होगा और वह उसका प्रयोग करेगा। संसद के किसी सदन की सदस्यता में कोई रिक्ति होने से भी उसका उस सदन को कार्य करने की शक्ति होगी, और यदि बाद में यह पता चलता है कि कोई व्यक्ति जो ऐसा करने का हकदार नहीं था कार्यवाहियों में उपस्थित रहा है या उसके मत दिया है या अन्यथा भाग लिया है, तो भी संसद को कोई कार्यवाही मान्य होगी। जब तक संसद विधि द्वारा अन्यथा उपबंध न करे तब तक संसद के प्रत्येक सदन का अधिवेशन गठित करने के लिए गणपूर्ति सदन के सदस्यों की कुल संख्या का 10वां भाग होगा। यदि सदन के अधिवेशन में किसी समय गणपूर्ति नहीं है तो सभापति या अध्यक्ष अथवा उस स्वरूप के कार्य करने वाले व्यक्ति का यह कर्तव्य होगा कि वह सदन को स्थगित कर सके या अधिवेशन को तब तक के लिए निलंबित कर सके जब तक गणपूर्ति नहीं हो जाती है। 101 स्लाइड नहीं चलेगी, क्या करूं यार, एक से लाइट चली है। 101 101 101 well, I think this disqualification of members we'll see later on. This disqualification of members was already 100 articles have been covered, and purpose of this is I cannot take many at one time so that it may cause inconvenience to you people to grasp it, because this is constitution of our country. This is not entertainment document. This is very serious document, very serious for serious people. I intend that you should be serious in thinking of your nation and this constitution. You are responsible society, you are responsible members of society, you are educated lot, and also those who are not very well educated, but they can understand Hindi or some other language. It is duty of each of everyone. Again, I am reiterating, it is duty of every one of us to apprise ourselves about this constitution. Otherwise, we shall miss a lot. There are so many provisions in our constitutions, and it's same thing applies to other constitutions of other world countries. So we have to see which one is best for us. It's not a question we have to select out of it. No, we are not to select anything out of that, but we have to ensure that no article is violated by someone in this country against you. You get your rights, whatever are due to you. You do your duty, what is expected of you. This is what constitution is. If you get injustice, you have an answer. They have to go to court. If you have injustice, you have to go to some functionary or official person who can give justice to you. If you don't get something which is your due, you can fight. That is what is required. If your rights are violated, if your fundamental rights are violated, if your freedom of expression is violated, if your freedom of professing any religion is violated, you have every right that you raise your voice, extend your legs to court or wherever required, and get justice out of that. Don't surrender. Those who surrender die. Remember, those who surrender or those who are fearful or are scared die. They don't get anything. This is world. World is with those who raise voice. World is those who are dynamic. World is with those who do not fear. Yes, there is a degree of fear. There should be a degree of fear, but to some extent, not everything. Oh, I cannot do it. I am fearing. I should not fear. Why should I fear? Why should I fear government? I don't understand. Why should I fear the society? Why should I fear other religion people? Why? What is the reason I should fear? I am human being. They are all human beings. Prime Minister, human being. President. Why should I suffer someone? I am not earning because of them. I am not living because of them. I am not. They are not responsible for me. That I am in this world. It's my birthright. I am citizen. I am born here. It's my right to avail constitutional facilities, avail out of facilities which are due to me and due to every citizen of this country. And this is consideration. I am not slave to president. I am not slave to prime minister. I am not slave to judiciary. I am not slave to legislature. I am not slave to anyone, and I am my own slave. I am slave to myself. I am slave to constitution. I am slave to my country, not to these leaders who are themselves slaves for themselves, who are liars, who speak lies, who deliver promises, never promises, promise everything but never delivers. Such leaders are not reliable. Such leaders are not my leaders. They cannot be my leaders. They are fake leaders for me if they cannot do what they say. I don't care to which party they belong to come from. I care what they say should do, and that is called commitment. That is called dedication and devotion to public service. This is public service they are doing, but practically they are not doing public service. They are doing service to their parties. They are doing service to their people from whom they get money. They are doing service for their families. They are not. Nobody is doing service to the nation, to public and society, who elected them as a representatives from various constituency, and this is a challenging job for each of us. Each of us has a challenging job as citizens of this country, as voter of this country, and particularly those youth who are future of this country, are considered future. They have to see this country and work for this country for coming 5-6 decades, because they are youth now, and if they like 80 years or 70 years, they have to work for 50-60 years for this country. They have to make this country an ultimate, you can say, real responsibility lies on their shoulders. But they have to be responsible to understand what they have to do. Job is one thing, employment is one thing. That is nothing. That's not everything. Your family is one thing, not everything. Question is, your family will be fine if country is fine. Your job will be fine if country is fine. Your mind will be fine if country is fine. Your health will be fine if country is fine. And all this will be rubbish if your country is rubbish. All this will be detrimental if your country is detrimental. You have to understand this point. Democracy is there, secularism is there, economic justice is there, and republicanism is there. Everything is there, but nothing is there if you don't have any rights, if you are fearful, if you are scared person in society. This is your country, your society. You no need there should be any skepticism. There should not be any fear. Why should you fear? You are not taking money from someone. You are working hard and getting money. You are not looting this nation. You are not robbing this nation. You are doing according to law. You are abiding a law-abiding citizen. Why should you worry? A thief will worry, a robber will worry, a rapist shall worry, a dacoit shall worry, a politician shall worry, a criminal shall worry. Why should we worry? But now it's reverse. Those people who are law-abiding, they are worried. Those people who are criminals, they are sitting in parliament. Best thing is, if somebody joins, some criminal joins BJP, it's a Ganga. Oh, he's washed, he's cleaned. This is happening. All criminals come. See, there's a tradition from one party to another party, transition, migration. Oh, I join this party, then I differ and join this party because elections are coming. I want to preserve my seat. Oh, I'm in Congress. Congress is not going to win. Leave it with some name and go to BJP. So many did this. If something is not doing there, go to this party. This means this is a transaction. This is a political transaction, like commercial transaction and business transactions. These political people are commodities. They have made themselves commodities. They have made themselves bags, wheat bags and rice bags and pulses bags and milk bottles. They are like that. They are milk butter, they are wheat, they are rice, they are masala, they are everything. And they shift where it's sellable. They ship to that shop where they are sold. They get money. And this is what's happening. We have made them commodities. Do we need commodities to rule us? No, we don't need commodities to rule us. We need commodities to serve us. These commodities, we don't want such commodities. We want real people. We are real service people who can serve us, who can provide service to us because we are paying them taxes. They are getting all facilities. The politicians, the leaders of this country, the MPs, or where they are, from our money. We are giving taxes to them. To them means to government, to income tax, wealth tax, house tax. You can say whatever kind of tax, GST. We are giving, contributing everything from us to them to live, to lead us, to govern us. But they are not doing it. They are enjoying life. They are spending crores in election, 25 crore to 50 crores in one MP election, and they shall serve you. Then you are dreaming. You are dreaming. They will serve you. If Sadhi Pragya comes to Lok Sabha, she will serve you. You think a terrorist will serve you? How? How can the terrorist serve you? How can the rapist serve you? How can Amit Shah, who's at Tadipar, serve you? How can Modi can serve, who also murdered many Muslims, 3,000 Muslims in 2002? How you expect they can serve you? If you think they will serve you, you are in dilemma. You are in dream. You are a bottleneck, nothing else. You have no mind at all. Your mind is full of cow dung. You think that. You open your mind, open your eyes, open everything, and then try to understand what you're saying, what you're thinking, what you're dreaming. You are not matured enough to understand this, but you have to be matured enough. And maturity comes only by using analysis. Do analysis of each and everything. Once you understand all problems, then you can find solutions and synthesize that analysis, and that is called result. Analysis of each every problem, resolutions on each and every problem, and combining them is like synthetic methodology, synthesis methodology, and that is called result, and that is called solution, and you will find answer. This is what happens, but you are not ready to analyze because you are busy in Modi Bhakti, or you are busy in Congress Bhakti, you are busy in Communist Bhakti. Everybody is busy. You are, why you are busy there? Who is bloody BJP and bloody Congress for me and for you? They are just party shops. And who is Modi and who is Rahul? Nothing for me. They may be prime minister or president. I don't care for that. What they are doing for my country, I have to see that. That is my job. That is my requirement. If they can fulfill my requirement, public requirement, I salute them and I respect them. If they cannot do it, hell with you. I don't care. Why I should care? Why should I worry about Modi? Why should I worry about Rahul? Who are they for me? Nothing. They are looters of this country. They are liars. They say one thing and do another thing. I don't care for them. He is not my master. I'm not slave of Modi. I'm not slave of someone else who was there who will be in future. I am paying them money and they have to work for me. I don't want to see him big cars and big bungalows. Hell with all that. Serve public and that's it. Don't mislead me. Don't mislead youth. Don't mislead people of this country. People know what you are. Don't think we don't know. You are playing with EVMs. Hell with you. Come with truth. Face truth. Let people vote by ballots and see your capability and see your potential where you are. You're cheating public by EVMs. You don't get votes and you are forcing other votes to your votes. This is your capability. You are a coward person. You are running away from ballots. You are a germ, a bacteria. You fear people. That's why you're doing this. Be open-minded and open-hearted and broad-minded. Face reality. Come to election and see ballots. How much you get. That will be your real victory. Victory in 2019 is not real victory. It's defeat. You might have got some 303 seats, but you got duck. You got blocked. Duck, big zero. Because you cheated people. You have cheated people. You forced candidate against you not to contest against you. Is it not cheating? Is it not crime? Pragya can contest elections, have in jail. 233 people who are having criminal background, they can win election, but Tej Bahadur cannot be elected, cannot be allowed to contest. This is your victory. Shame on you and shame on election commissioner. Both of you same category. No difference. Election commissioner, constitutional body should be autonomous, but is your slave. You enslaved him and you're calling him prime minister. Historical prime minister came second time with majority. No, this is not majority. This is robbery of 90 crore votes. Robbery of votes of people. You are a robbing prime minister. You are a fake prime minister. You are EVM prime minister. You have cheated whole nation. You are a black mark on forehead of Bharat Mata. Well, it's a fact of life. We have to accept that. Youth, be careful. Open your eyes. Don't be bhakt of anyone. If you are doing bhakti, God is better than everybody else. Be devotee to God, whichever God you believe. I don't care for that. This God, Modi God and Rahul God, they're your God. You stupid people. God is your God, you stupid people. This country, your God who's giving you food. Be slave to this country. Be bhakt of this country. Improve this country. Forget these leaders. They will not do something for you. They will eat everything from you. He is selling companies. He is selling railway. He is selling all the Babe and Nehru and all those. He is selling everything because he's a bad son. He is a bad kid of those people. He could not make anything. He cannot make anything because he has no potential to make anything. He's just playing politics in name of Sardar Patel, in name of Subhash, in name of Shahid Bhagat Singh. He only plays politics and nothing else. He plays politics in name of black money. 15 lakhs I will give you, 10 crore jobs I will give you, I will give this, I will give you this, I will give you this, 5 trillion billion I will give you this. He shall give you nothing, he shall kill you. Mentally, spiritually. Be alert. And that's what I'm saying. Be alert before it's too late. And don't say later on, sparrow has flown from field. I have nothing to do now. Yes, sparrow shall fly from field because you have nothing to do then. Because you are fool. You are not understanding and you cannot understand. That's what I'm saying. सुन लो मेरे देश के लोगों, सुन लो, होश में आओ, आंखें खोलो, दिमाग खोलो, इस दिमाग से गंद निकाल दो, इस देश के बारे में सोचो, ये देश आपको देगा, ये देश आपको दे रहा है, जब से पैदा हुए हो दे रहा है, आपको सब कुछ तो दे रहा है ये देश, खाना पीना सब कुछ दे रहा है, पानी जीना जो भी इसके पास है दे रहा है, और जो भी इसके पास है आप खराब कर रहे हो। राजनीति वाले सब चोर कहते होते हैं, कोई सही नहीं है इनमें से, भूल जाओ इनको, लात मारो इनको, खुद आ जाओ, आना है तो राजनीति में। ये चोर गुंडे बदमाश लुटेरे क्या देंगे आपको? इनको अपनी पड़ी है, सब दुकान खोल के बैठे हैं, किसी भी पार्टी के हो। कोई 15 लाख का दावा करता है, बाद में कहता है मैंने कहा नहीं। कोई कहता है 10 करोड़ जॉब देता है, बाद में कहता है पकौड़े तल लो, चाय बना लो, पंचर लगा लो। कोई कुछ कहता है, कोई कहता है मैं किसानों को इतना दूंगा, मैं उसको इतना दूंगा, मैं उसको इतना दूंगा। ऐसे कहते हैं कि बाप का माल देंगे। कहां से दोगे भाई? हमारे पैसे तो दोगे ना, आप लाओगे तो दोगे, कुछ करोगे तो दोगे। आपका सामान दुनिया में कोई नहीं खरीदता, की क्वालिटी कोई नहीं, आप कहां से दोगे? बेच कुछ सकते नहीं, जो रखा है उसको बेच दो, जो कंपनी कोई बना के पहले गया उसको बेच दो, रेलवे को बेच दो, उसको बेच दो, सब बेच दो। आपके बाप का माल है, बेच दो। आपने बनाया क्या? आपने मेहनत की क्या? अरे बना के तो दिखाओ, एक रेल की पटरी कैसे बनती है, कैसे सर्वे होकर चलती है। बनाना कुछ नहीं, बेच दो, खा जाओ उधार लेके। यही तो करते हैं आप, और पहले भी किया लोगों ने, मैंने कांग्रेस से भी किया, डिसमिनेशमेंट उन्होंने की। चलो संभाला गया, अच्छे लोग थे, पढ़े लिखे लोग थे। आपके पास तो अनपढ़ गधे हैं सारे, आपको तो बजट का मतलब भी नहीं पता है, क्या होता है बजट, ये नहीं पता बजट में लिखना क्या है, बजट की थ्योरी आपको पता नहीं, बजट के फ्रेजिंग आपको पता नहीं, कुछ भी लिख देते हो। क्या करेगा आपका? आपके बस का चलाना नहीं है, बस पावर में बैठना था। हमको पावर चाहिए थी, कांग्रेस ने इतने साल राज किया, हमको करना है। अरे कांग्रेस ने क्या किया उस बात को भूल जाओ, तुमने क्या किया उसकी बात को बताओ, तुमने क्या दिया इस देश को उसका बताओ। कांग्रेस को छोड़ो, अपनी बताओ। हमें ना कांग्रेस से कुछ लेना है, ना बीजेपी से कुछ लेना है। हमें उससे लेना है जो देश बनाएगा, देश सुधारेगा, देश का कल्याण करेगा। हमें वो चाहिए। हमें ना मोदी चाहिए, ना कांग्रेस चाहिए। हमें जनता चाहिए, पब्लिक चाहिए, अच्छे व्यक्ति चाहिए, डेडिकेटेड लोग चाहिए। हमें नहीं चाहिए ये कहने वाला कि मैं 18 घंटे काम करता हूँ। हमें कहने वाला वो चाहिए, देखिए मैंने ये करके दिया। चाहे तो वो 18 घंटे काम कर, चाहे तो 2 घंटे काम करे, मत कर, हमें कोई मतलब नहीं इससे। आप क्लर्क नहीं हो कि आप रिपोर्ट करेंगे कितना घंटे काम किया। काम यहाँ होता है सोचने का। सोचने के लिए काम 18 घंटे जरूरी नहीं होता है, 1 घंटे में भी सोचा जा सकता है। इंटेलेक्चुअल होनी चाहिए। मनमोहन सिंह ने कभी नहीं कहा मैं 18 घंटे काम करता हूँ या सोता नहीं हूँ, लेकिन तुमसे ज्यादा काम करके दिखाया उसने। उसने साबित करके दिखाया काम क्या होता है, सोच क्या होती है, इंटेलेक्चुअल क्या होता है, इंटेलिजेंसिया क्या होता है। आपने क्या करके दिखाया? बेच दो, ये बेच दो, वो बेच दो, मेरे मंत्री को भूलो। अरे तुम्हारा मंत्री कोई है ही नहीं, तुम्हारे एमपी सब झोर, सब झूठे, तुम्हारे मंत्री सब झूठे और आप झूठे। सबसे बड़े झूठे तो आप हैं। पहला प्रधानमंत्री दुनिया का जो झूठ बोलता है, पहला प्रधानमंत्री और शायद आखिरी प्रधानमंत्री। कोई नहीं झूठ बोलता ऐसा। फिलीपाइंस का प्रेसिडेंट खुल्लम खुल्ला कहता है, गाली भी देनी है तो खुल्लम खुल्ला देता है। चाइना वाला चुप रहता है, करके दिखाता है, बोलता नहीं है। ट्रंप लड़ाई करता है लेकिन खुल के करता है। अरब वाले सब बोलते हैं, चुप रहते हैं, लिख के बात करते हैं। एक आप ही हैं जो उल्टी सीधी बात करते हैं और करते कुछ नहीं। आज कुछ, कल कुछ, परसों कुछ, तरसों कुछ, 1 घंटे में कुछ, दूसरे घंटे में कुछ। प्रधानमंत्री की पोस्ट होती है, पावर होती है, तो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी भी होती है। हम ये करेंगे इतने साल में, वो करना धरना कुछ नहीं। क्या किया अब तक? झूठ बोल बोल के जीता है। पब्लिक की भावनाएं छीनते हैं आप भावनाओं के मास्टर हैं। भावनाओं में भा देते हैं लोगों को और लोग बहक जाते हैं, क्योंकि आप प्रधानमंत्री हैं, आप बहुत बड़ी पावर हैं। यही तो प्रॉब्लम है हमारे देश की। हम लोग समझते नहीं है ये सब। खैर अब मैं ज्यादा बात नहीं करूंगा, हिंदी में इतना एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर पाऊंगा, इतना समय नहीं है। ऑलरेडी 1.5 घंटा हो चुका है। अब मैं इसको बंद कर रहा हूँ, आपकी मर्जी। आप मेरी बात माने या ना माने, नहीं मानेंगे तो मेरा कुछ जाने वाला नहीं है, और मानेंगे तो भी मुझे मिलने वाला कुछ नहीं है। मैं तो खाली सलाह दे रहा हूँ, अपना गुस्सा बता रहा हूँ, मेरे मन में जो बात है मैं कर रहा हूँ। आगे आपकी मर्जी है। आप भी देश उतना रखते हैं जितना मैं रखता हूँ, आप भी उतने मालिक है जितना मैं हूँ। मर जाऊंगा तो आप ही मालिक रहेंगे। आपको देखना है, ना तो मैंने प्रधानमंत्री बनना है, ना नेता बनना है, ना मोदी की जगह लेनी है, ना राहुल की जगह लेनी है। मुझे किसी की जगह नहीं लेनी है, पर आपको लेनी है तो लीजिए। कौन रोकता है आपको? ताकत है तो बाहर आइए, लड़िए। ये तो सब चोर हैं, पक्का है। बीजेपी भी चोर, कांग्रेस भी चोर, सब ये राजनीति के दुकानें हैं। इनकी दुकान चल गई तो ठीक, नहीं चली तो बस ठीक है, अगली बार देखेंगे। हम अगली बार नहीं देखेंगे, हम तो इसे ही बार देखेंगे। चोर को पकड़ेंगे, डकैत को पकड़ेंगे और सजा देंगे। हम यही कहेंगे। जय भारत, धन्यवाद आपका। जय भारत। ओके।